Hello, and welcome to this week's Meaningful Minute. I've entitled this week's Meaningful Minute, To Mask or Not to Mask? That is the question. I'm going to unmask now so that you can see my mouth, in case you're reading my lips. You know, this whole masking thing has been so divisive in our culture. And there are people on the one hand that say, wearing a mask is the most compassionate thing that you can do. And if you don't wear your mask, you could kill someone. And then on the other hand, there are people that say, why do we have to wear a mask against a virus that is no more deadly than the ordinary flu virus? It doesn't make sense. So we've got both extremes. And what I want to talk about today is judging, because the non-maskers judge the maskers and the maskers judge the non-maskers, and it's become very divisive. Well, the good news is there's a whole chapter in the Bible that's written about this. Yes, Paul wrote the letter to the Romans, and he was addressing the topic of should you eat meat that's been sacrificed to idols? And again, there were two extremes about this. So let me read what he says in Romans chapter 14. I'm starting in verse 3. He says, the one who eats everything must not treat with contempt the one who does not. And the one who does not eat everything must not judge the one who does. For God has accepted them. Who are you to judge someone else's servant? And he says, each person should be fully convinced in their own mind. And then down in verse 10, Paul says, you then, why do you judge another brother or sister? Or why do you treat them with contempt? For we all stand before God's judgment seat. And it's written, as surely as I live, says the Lord, every knee will bow before me, every tongue will acknowledge God. Therefore, let us stop passing judgment on one another. Yes. So this week, just have a great week of not judging, whether you mask or whether you don't mask.